We're the first truly East Asian high-end engineering consultancy. We were born in Thailand, we moved into the Philippines, we've moved into Japan, and we've recently set up an office in Myanmar. So we provide local solutions to local issues, rather than bringing solutions that work in Australia or the UK. Having said that, we obviously have expats who work for us as well, so we have the international feel. We're very quality driven, very service driven. We'll put in the extra effort to make sure that whatever the solution is actually can be implemented. We also have a strong techno-commercial understanding, which is obviously a key part of the power industry. Having a good engineering understanding without having the financial understanding doesn't really help. We've worked on 4 different solar projects during the construction phase as the owner's engineer, including the very first solar project that was built in the country. We're assisting clients to develop new projects, and on the biomass side, we worked on the first project since the feed-in tariff was brought into place, and we're about to start working on 3 biomass plantation-based projects, which will be the first plantation-based biomass projects in the country. We're actively talking to companies about wind, and we have a partner who works on the geothermal side. In terms of the fossil side, there won't be any change because it's always been open to international players, so I'm 100%. In terms of renewable, it's going to make a big difference because at the moment you cannot own more than 40%, and that means that you've got to work with companies that you maybe don't have a long experience of working with, and put a lot of trust in them, and they own the majority of the company. So if foreign companies can come in and actually own the assets themselves, then that will make them much more incentivized. And then you have some big players on the thermal side, particularly say Team Energy from Japan, and they will be more incentivized to go into the renewable sector because they can suddenly now own the plant outright, and they already have the local knowledge, but they can't own the assets.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's where I see a lot of the change coming in, is particularly on solar and wind. On biomass, it's actually unclear as to whether they can own 100% because the raw fuel is not the environment. It's actually something which is a waste product or is grown specifically. So whereas you're using primary energy, which is local for wind, solar and hydro, you're not using a primary source for biomass. And so there's some debate as to whether that 60-40 split ever actually applies to biomass. In terms of the regional strategy, we've set up a representative office in Myanmar recently, which we're expecting to grow into a full-size office. Cambodia is another market that's starting to increase. We're already doing work there, and we're looking to set up a permanent office there. And Indonesia will be the other market that we're actively looking to enter into at some point.